Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final round this evening in round 20 here at Belladura. This MSL game between the Arqam Eagles and Furia. Furia will be looking for a bit of pride here, hoping to get the win. Arqam looking to increase their level on the table, sitting mid-table at the moment. Lining up for Arqam, Sammy Atta, Amra Atta, Lenny Leben, Nicholas Gonzalez, Nicholas Kirkby, Hassan Asadi, Daniel Scambaluri, Bharat Jaja, Cherno Bar, Ali Milhelm, and Elte Jaja. And of course over for Furia, Ryan Cliff, Keith G, Sam Caminiti, Danish Tortik, Anas Mahmoud, Sashlan Nadesan, Charlie Margiotta, Brandon Perry, Tristan Perry, Chris Castro, the coach. Out on the field today, Akhnef Sion, Abdul Rahman Baham, and Sachan Singh. Of course, a very notable absence there from Furia, Bakar Zayed. I'm not sure where he is tonight. We will see what goes on here as Furia to start the game off. Brought in by Sion. And here go the fireworks now. Sion to bring the ball in and reset again. Here we go. And we get the ball underway. No Rowan Steed either here at Furia. Not sure what him or Zayed are. Either way, Furia will be looking for a win here. A bit of pride for the end of the season. Arqam looking to increase their run to the finals. And captaining Furia the scene, Tortik. Sion with the ball. Tortik. And socket out, unfortunately, there by Caminiti. Corner ball here. For Arqam. Will the Eagles fly today? We will find out. Sion, great defense there. We'll sock it out. Oh, Caminiti with the ball. Oh. Now, in any yardstick, that would have hurt like crazy for Kirkby. He still did it and still got straight back up again. Very, very strong goalkeeper, obviously. Good interception there by Caminiti. Here we go. Oh, Sion with the ball. Ah, over the top bar. Arqam with the ball. And they go to Milham. Oh, Milham! What a start! Barely had the ball and they've gotten a smashing goal already. Great start there by Arqam. Up 1-0 as Furia go to reset. Milham already on 1 goal after not very much time in this game. Gonzalez getting the ball right back to Ada. Oh, Sion, what a good interception, and keeper's ball. Kirkby with the ball. He wants Gonzalez. Sion wants the ball back. Here he goes. Good pass through. Goes to Caminati and slide tackle attempt there by Ada. No, by Gonzalez, sorry. Tortic. And the ball brought in there by Jaja. We got subs here as Milham's going to come off for a well-earned rest. Bringing on Samiata. Also, Asadi coming on as well. I didn't see who he subbed off, unfortunately. Here goes Gonzalez. Good turnaround. So you're not really afraid of that in the slightest. He's pursuing everyone on this court. Sion kicks it in. Tautic goes for it. Oh! And across the crossbar. Ada with the ball. Caminati intercepted. Amro. Well, somehow keeps it in. Good move. Whoa. Sammy with the ball. Gonzalez, good. Wow, man. Again, Sion. Really good stuff there. He's been a total menace on the court so far. Intercepting absolutely everything. Kautic with the ball. Here goes Kautic. Somehow. That's a beautiful run. Just ran into Samiata, unfortunately. Amroata. Sadi, a good little run there, and he will get the ball. Samiata. Amro with the ball. Gonzalez fakes it out. Asadi. Gonzalez not where he wants to be. Good move. Oh, and couldn't finish there, unfortunately, for Sammy. Asadi. Ball for Furia. Kautic. Ball in. Back to Caminati. Some good move there. Sion. Sadi. Wow. Oh. Incoming. Don't know why. Okay. Ball to be brought in by Arqam. Amaro finds a Sadi. Sadi with the ball. Good move by Arqam here. Whoa! What a goal! What a great finish there by Arqam. And put them up 2-0 as Furia have gone to a timeout. It's a really good finish, and we're on a timeout. Timeout. And we are back with the reset here. Sion to bring it back in. It goes. Margiotta this time has joined the game. Changing goalkeeper as well. Bicklef in the goals now. Good interception. Sion. They go to Parry. Sammy gets the ball out of trouble. Hustle there by Margiotta. Line 11 gets the ball in. Back to Kirkby. Kirkby goes very long back to Leben. And Margiotta will bring the ball in for Furia. Harry. Going to Barnum. Sion again. Parry, good move there to Margiotta. He goes Sion, whoa! And we got a set piece here. Margiotta going for it maybe. Find out soon. And begin, here we go. Margiotta goes for it. And ball out. Brought in by Sion. Magiotta again this time. Sails over the crossbar. Will be Kirkby's ball. So 12 minutes, 27 left in the half. 2-0 in favour of Arqam. And the ball will be Vernon's ball. Parry. Abdul with the ball. Cyan. Abdul. They go to Parry. He is pressured like crazy. And Asadi just wisely left the ball then. Subs here. Jaja coming back in. Sadi. Oh! You cannot deny the hustle of this young man. He has just been explosive so far. Sion really, really giving it to him here. Asadi with the ball. Go to Jaja. Oh, good move there by Parry. Magiotta, nice defense. Here goes Sion. Sion has a go, and Kirkby ready for it. Asadi. Wow, Magiotta just will not let him have a shot at all. Sion gets to it. And Amro, Ada, and Gonzalez on the court now. Gonzalez has a shot. And the intended target must have been the door. Abdul with the ball and muscled out. Abdul gets it to Parry. Here goes Magiotta. Magiotta with the ball. Abdul. Very heavy defense there. Sion with the ball. Has a shot. No. Oh, Kirkby ready for it, along with several other defenders. Again, Sion to the left this time, or the right. Ball for Arqam. Milan bringing it in. Amro. Punch Jaja. Milan tried to get to it in the end. That is a goal. Ollie's ball. They go to Parry. Magiotta with the ball. Oh, Gonzalez went down hard, straight back on his feet, but Millam. Find Jaja. Amarada. Look at this run by Abdul. Oh! And Margiotta with the ball. Ball out. Parry. The Charger with the ball. Parry. That's good. You can't deny Furia. When Margiotta had a shot at our goal, would have scored it. And Jaja. Oh, what a pass! Oh, he was on his job. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper right there. Iklev. And Roy Adder. Adder. He's very quick on his feet. And Jaja had a shot. Somehow got out of there. Here goes Abdul. Oh. Current score 2-0 here in favour of Arqam. As Margiotta with the ball. 8 minutes to go roughly here in the... Wow, Abdul muscled out. Muscles... Oh. Iklev picks up the ball. Margiotta with the ball. Good run through to Parry. He's done it. He's finished it off. He finished it off. Oh, what a goal. And that is again right place, right time there. Had Kirkby off the line, stripped straight through him, and it's a goal. The reset. Milham bringing it in. A 1-2. Still one goal in front. Arqam here. Iklev. And Abdul gets the ball out. And joining the game now, familiar face, Anas Mahmoud on the court. Long ball by Kirkby. Milham picked off. Here goes Parry. Parry, he's just so quick. Anas Mahmoud gets it to Abdul. Goes to Margiotta. Abdul hoping to get past Sammy Adder, but he just couldn't, so it'll be a corner kick. Goes to Anas Mahmoud and over the top. Kirkby with the ball. Here we go. What magic are we going to see here? Kirkby finds Asadi. Good pick up there by Mahmoud. However, the Eagles. Here goes the side. Amro! Not that time. Right boot. Wrong side of the target. And Margiotta with the ball. Amro. Margiotta. He's doing incredibly well here. Abdul gets it to Parry and it will be... No, it's Parry's ball. Abdul. Muscled out. Here we go. Asadi just to the right. Earlier games here in Belladura. West Coast Cobras in the WSL as Parry go! Parry, another finisher. What a great finish over the top of Kirkby, and that is 3-2. Reset now for Arqam. We're in for hopefully a very high-scoring game here. It's 2 goals for Parry already. He'll be happy with that. Off 11, that will be Anas McMud. Believe I misspoke then. It is 2-2. I don't know why Furia. I honestly thought Furia had another goal, so that's my error. Still, 2-2 is a good position for them to be in. Both goals coming off of Parry. And Mahmoud. Ball back to Kirkby. And Asadi gets it. Samiata. Margiotta. Again, very aggressive. Sammy. Oh, Abdul intercepted. Here he goes. Levin with the ball. Levin to the cross. And Asai stopped there. Abdul goes to Margiotta. Margiotta. Anas Mahmoud almost mishit, and it will be his corner. Mahmoud goes to Parry. 2 goals already for Parry as they go to Abdul. Ball deflected. Only Kirkby's ball, I think. Nope. Margiotta. Oh, he goes Gonzalez. What a deflection. Gonzalez. Annie Clef was ready for that. Mahmoud back the other way. Mahmoud! And Kirkby was ready for that. Millen gets it to Gonzalez. Millen picked off. Abdul has been very good this game. Annie Clef ready for that. Parry with the ball. Parry wanted 3 goals. Parry just really wants another goal. Oh, whoa, that was down hard. That was down hard. He is very, very, very... Levin with the ball. Jaja. Levin. Gonzalez left it. Millen with the ball. Millen. Jaja. Gonzalez finds himself all the way at the back. Margiotta. And good defensive pressure by Parry. Oh. Oh. Oh, Parry, what a turnaround. Here goes Margiotta. Finds Parry. the danger man. Kirkby finds that out of the way. Margiotta. And parry. Wow, Millen. Here goes Cyan with the ball. Oh, yes! He has been begging for a goal all game. What a finish. It's so steady there. That was just beautiful. 3-3, no, 3-2, sorry. And Arqam, Leben with the ball. They go to Jaja. Leben misread it. Oh! Iclef ready for that parry. Just wants to have a shot at goal from the other end. Not that time. Parry definitely. Oh, look at the run on here. Leben cannot get the cross to go right. I think the goal was his intended target, but not that time. Jaja in danger of losing the ball hit Abdul. Run through. Margiotta is just dogged in his defense today. And Millen lost his footing at the wrong moment. Ball. Margiotta with the ball. Sion goes back to Tautik. Wearing the captain's armband tonight. Happy with his performance so far. 3-2. Leben. Here goes Leben. Oh, Iclef again. Right place, right time. Ball into the middle of nowhere there. Jaja. Looks like Amro has joined the game at it again. Tautik with the ball. Margiotta. Amro. And the handball. Iclef's going to bring it in. Sion. It's just been brilliant today for Furia. And they go to, whoop. Ball to return again to Margiotta to restart. Sion with the ball. Abdul picks it up, the loose ball that is. Sion heavily defended. That's unlucky for Margiotta. Amro to bring it in. And they go long, Iclef. Abdul. Margiotta. It's the ball to the middle. Arqam intercept. Here goes Arqam. Millen. That was composure by Millen right there. Here goes Margiotta. Oh, the long flick to Abdul. Can't run onto it. Looks like it's Kirkby's ball. Kaudik with the ball. Yoda. Abdul. Oh, Abdul, here he goes. Good ball in there. Siam muscled out. Nadesan has joined the game here for Furia. Margiotta will let Amaro have any joy with that ball at all. He's been a big help for defence in Furia here. Nadesan through to Sion. Nadesan. Sion, here he goes again. Margiotta, and picked off by Kirkby. And this time Eklef gets to the ball. We're about to go to half-time here. In fact, there we are. It's half-time, ladies and gentlemen. Current score, 3-2 in favour of Furia. And we are going to be back in about 3 and a bit minutes with more Supa-Liga futsal action. Stay tuned.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Well, here we go. And I am joined in commentary today by the legend himself, the coach of the Cobras. John, what are you expecting from this game, man?
Well, Arqam Eagles need to look to get themselves back into this one. Obviously, they were the favourites coming into it on paper, but Castro picking up a yellow card for dissent, but not the best first half from Arqam. Not what they would have wanted coming into the match against bottom of the league. Could go either way, though, Michael.
Yeah. It's, it really could. And they would hope, Arqam would definitely hope that they win this game because they want to maintain their position on the ladder. If I'm not mistaken, they're in 7th at the moment, I think, going off the top of my head. Really, really nudging towards finals. For Furia, I think this is pride if they win. You know what I mean? It's a great thing to start finishing off the season. I've seen some strong performances. Number 21, Sion, also Margiotta. Great defence. Really giving the Arqam players a lot of trouble. Body size-wise, Furia a lot smaller, and they're using their speed to an advantage here. As Nadesan gets the ball down to Parry. And that, wow. So what do you see needs to change for Arqam to start scoring more, bringing the ball more forward into their area?
Look, I think they've got to make sure they're using their size to their advantage. As you mentioned earlier, Arqam, much the bigger of the two teams. A lot of youth players have been bled into this Furia lineup, and there is still some inexperience there. Perhaps they can look to get Milhem nice and high as the pivot and try and feed him the ball. But Furia are defending quite well for the time being as Bar plays the ball outright to Jar Jar. Bar again hits Gonzalez, who tries to turn, and nothing in that one. Correct call from the referee to let play continue.
Speaking of hitting Gonzalez, Gonzalez has been hitting the floor a lot today. He's taken some major falls as Sion with the ball. Whoa, what a cross! Oh, yes! The finish! That was just wonderful work again, I believe, from Parry. That is his 3rd goal of the game. That's pretty impressive.
The youngsters paid dividends for Furia tonight, and they've got the buffer 4-2. Not many people would have seen this scoreline coming. Still plenty of time for Arqam to work themselves back in the game, but when you look at how Furia have been playing the last couple of weeks and how close they've been getting with results, perhaps it's not such a surprise. Close against Coburn and Longobardo last week, and could this be their night? Cherno Bar down the line for Milhem. But halted in his tracks by Danish Tawfiq. Jar Jar to Bar. Flicks inside for Milhem. Back to Bar, looking for the immediate response, but a clef came off his line to sweep.
Nadesan going back the other way goes Nadesan. Kautik with the ball. Bar runs onto it and was out of bounds when he picked it up with his hands, obviously. Milhem goes and just straight past Gonzalez into no man's land, where Iklef will bring it back in. Bringing back Amro Adder, always explosive down front. Sion with the ball. Whoa! It's an Arqam ball for Bar. Oh, as you said, Milhem up front, nice and strong. Bar helping him out a lot. He's been one of the goal scorers tonight. Milhem turns the ball around. Bar. He's going to go for it. Nope.
Sion Trying to get beyond Charger, has to a feet to his left. Back
Oh! 2 goals for Cyan.
and Furia are out to a 3-goal lead. It's just the start to the second half that they were after. And Aknaf Cyan, with a quick fire brace, has tripled Furia's advantage, and they could be on to get the win here tonight, Michael, the way things are going.
In a way, I'd be happy if I did. Take nothing away from Arqam. They play very well, but, you know, sadly for Furia to be a bit of a swan song note, they're all but guaranteed, from what I can see, to get relegated, unfortunately. So,
yeah, they need something more of a miracle to survive in the top flight. I think playoff positions are still up for grabs, so a win here will put pressure on the Condors. And
oh,
finish!
What a goal, Amro Atta. With authority. That was amazing. I didn't even think that went in. I thought it went right behind the goal, so that was awesome.
Something out of nothing by Amro Atta for the Arqam Eagles, and a clef was just rooted to the spot. Watch that one fly into the top corner. And now they're back to within a 2-goal margin, perhaps breathing some life back into this Eagles side. Cyan trying to go up the other end. Was he brought down by 11? Referee says no. Kirkby short to Amro Atta. Cuts back inside 11. Sami Atta down the line to Asadi, who tried to flick and board. Tawfiq looking for the breakthrough. Hard parry to his left. Atta bursting up the other end, and again, an almost objectable finish. Brings it to back within a kick.
Must be the red shoes, I think. He's just able to pull it off. The magic of red footwear, just something out of nothing, as you said.
It just goes to show how quickly it can change. And Chris Castro on the Furia touchline, putting in the timeout card. He's seen enough. He needs a chance to regroup his troops and try and prevent the onslaught of Arqam pressure. They had a 3-goal lead only moments ago. Now it's back to 1. Shows how quickly the game can turn.
What while we're on a timeout, I suppose I can ask you, being an expert at futsal, like, you know, I'm only involved this year for the first time, but I've noticed, like, appeals happen a lot in every game, but, like, maybe 5% of the time they're actually successful. Like, is there, like, a psychological edge to appealing in the hope that you're actually going to be successful, or do you think some people are just appealing absolutely anything when they really shouldn't be? Like,
I think a lot of the time people just appeal when they shouldn't be. People get frustrated and they need to take their frustration out on someone, so they just go off at the referees. Sometimes it can be valid. Even less will I see decisions get overturned because of appeals, but I guess there was one in the last game with that red card getting overturned, and perhaps if the referee on the other side sees something different, there's always room for a decision change. But yeah, for the most part, people just losing their head, getting frustrated with themselves, and they're just appealing for anything half the time when the referees have it right.
so in a way, it's a bit like cricket then, when they appeal for outs and it just never happens half the time.
100%. As Furia get us back underway, Cyan was the limelight for the first 2 goals in the second half for Arqam. Could be on again if Parry can find him. Ball across. And just overran it did Marjota.
And
That was Barham rather, not Parry. And Barham let his man go beyond him. Levin with a good chance here. Flashes one past the cleft post.
it's good to see Levin get a shot. You know, he doesn't play a lot for Arqam, but when he's on, he's always influential in the game. And it's great to bring in off the bench.
Well, Arqam building up some momentum here with a corner. Asadi dummied for Atta. Sami Atta inbound. Asadi straight into a clef, who stands tall this time around with a good save.
Yep. Well, if that had been John Page, you would have been celebrating for the next 5 minutes about it. So
I think you're right. Levin might get another bite of the cherry. Sion.
Here he goes. Love this guy. He's doing great. Kirby just about cleaned up half the team coming out then. That was a great move. There's Asahi. Asahi with the ball. No longer.
Kirby, quick release. Asadi, 3-on-2 for Arqam. Asadi cuts inside, back out, and forces a brilliant save out of a clapper. It may have been blocked on the way through. Side ball for Arqam. Another chance to keep applying that forward pressure. Mistimed Barham, trying to break quickly. Atta weaving through the defence. Atta, a clef reached it first. Over the top, Marchota, good first time.
Boom!
Down, and the referee has called it. It's just whether it's in or outside the box, but I think it will be a penalty. It is a penalty, and Furia with a chance to restore the 2-goal edge.
Be interesting to see who takes this, whether or not they let Margiotta, who doesn't usually have a lot of shots on goal. He plays a much more defensive winger sort of role. It'll be interesting. I don't think they're going to let him shoot it. They're going to go with Sion. No.
It's a free kick. The way the ball was placed, it did look like it was a 6-metre penalty. It was just outside the area, and from my angle, it looks to be the right call from the referee. I think the contact was outside. Marchota standing over at Sion. So too Arqam defence stand on the goal line in some form of a wall. Massive chance now for Furia to restore the buffer. Sion on for a hat-trick if he can find it. Referee's whistle goes. Sion runs up to it and blasts it wide. Big chance going begging for Furia there.
And he quite literally sent it into the door. That was a hard kick. I wouldn't have wanted to be standing in front of that if it went toward the goal, that's for sure. Here goes Amro with the ball. Run on there. Oh, Sammy Adder just not quite able to get where he wanted in time. Margiotta with the ball. Abdul and Burnham out. And that is going to be an Arqam ball. Here goes Adder. Amro. Nice long ball. And Margiotta to bring it in. I don't see, I mean, I guess maybe it's because of my inexperience, but I don't really see a lot of the strategy of some of these games. There just seems to be a lot of like switching strategy all the time to try and get the ball in. Unlike, say, last time when you brought the 5th man on in your last game and then you got the ball to number 26, whose name I've forgotten, and he got that absolutely cracking goal.
Nolan,
Nolan, yeah. You know, there was a lot of strategy with that, the obvious strategy.
Oh, Arqam get the goal. Millian finishes from point-blank range for the equaliser.
Oh, beautiful finish. Oh, he's sending love hearts over to his fans in the audience. And why not? 5 apiece. They've brought it right back. Arqam can win this now. There's no question.
5 goals already in this second half, and it's only been 6 minutes of play. Yeah, a lot of these games, especially with some of the teams battling for survival, it can be pretty chaotic, and there's always some form of structure, but sometimes players stray away from it. And you know, this game, a lot of the goals are coming from transition or defensive errors rather than necessarily positional attack. As referees blowing the whistle for something.
Looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Now, I suppose with the defensive errors, you have to be ready and there to take advantage of them when they happen. Which
100%, but it happens, even happened in the last game a fair bit. You know, we conceded a couple goals off defensive errors from set pieces, and it was quite a chaotic game as well, a lot of transitions, and it's always good for the spectators to see when the game is going from one end to the other. This game has had it all so far, 10 goals already, still time for plenty more to come. Dinesh Tawfiq flicks it out wide to Parry, looks for the reverse ball, but the line beat him to it. Side ball for Arqam. Milham. A little fake shot. Hassan Asadi drives inside nicely into Milham. Good hold-up play. Added with the switch. Just missing Cherno Bar's run. Atta, good ball forward. Asadi into Bar. Great sliding challenge from Parry.
No,
or Tawfiq rather. Tawfiq.
Yeah.
Bar. Quick footwork. Dribbles inside.
Bar nothing. That was a solid effort. Just couldn't get it. Rolled to the right of goals here. Tawfiq brings it in. Caminati has joined the game again. He was on for the first few minutes and then went and took a seat. I'll go back to Milham. Not quite in the position he'd want to be as Jar Jar. They're sending it down to Asai. I mean, he got the last goal. It's, oh, here goes Milham. Has it? Nope. Oh, has it cracked just slightly too late, unfortunately.
Not far away there at all for Arqam. Could have taken the lead, which didn't look likely a couple of minutes ago when they were down 5-2. The man who scored both second half goals is back on now, Sayon.
Currently on a yellow card as well, so he has to be a bit careful. Don't want to lose his composure at all.
Clef to Tawfiq, down the line to Sayon, who cuts it back.
Oh, Tawfiq, what a finish.
Brilliant play by Furia. They work the ball down the line nicely to Sayon, who drilled it back inside the area. And it was Dinesh Tawfiq who finished into somewhat of an empty net.
And 6-5. There you go. Still with 12 minutes to play. Plenty more goals to come, I imagine.
This game is really anyone's guess as to which way it will go. We've seen Furia burst out to a 3-goal lead, then get pegged back level inside only a couple of minutes. They've taken the lead once again.
Really, and as we were saying earlier, Arqam are actually the ones with a lot to lose here. Furia,
100%.
yeah. Getting those...
Jar Jar.
Oh.
They'll get another go at it. Corner to come again for Arqam. This time it is a corner. I think it was a side ball before.
With the final structure, is it like 1-6, 2-5, 3-4 playing each other, or?
It is, yeah. So if Arqam do sneak into the finals, there's a good chance they'll be playing Cambio Cumbria. They got a big win tonight over South Perth Alliance. It was 6-1 down in Port Kennedy. So they're in raring hot form and ready to take out the league for
the fourth
time in 5 seasons, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Milham waxing and weaving to Bar.
How good was that by Bar?
Bar in the right place at the right time. Milham got creative with the footwork and found an avenue to him. And Arqam Eagles restore parity once again. Castro on the bench, not happy. Another lead squandered for Furia. He knows how valuable these points are tonight. Sayon. Jar Jar with the last touch. Sayon to bring it back into play. He finds Tawfiq, the captain. Now Caminati across to Sayon. Tawfiq once more. Again finding Sayon. Parry. Back to Sayon, who looks for the through ball. Now a chance on the counter for Furia. Tawfiq might sit for parry. Tawfiq, little scoop over the top. Still with Tawfiq, who fires over the top.
He just wants another goal, obviously. They've got to get it, being 6-all. Because otherwise, Arqam, the way they're going, they're just going to keep scoring and scoring and scoring. And both teams, I suppose, famous for losing their cool. I did a South Perth Alliance game about 3 weeks ago where there was an almost brawl in the car park after they played Arqam. And Furia, sadly, no strangers to losing their cool either. And if it remains landlocked like this down the last 5 minutes, I think we'll start seeing some cards flying on both ends.
I would not be surprised, Michael. Furia on the break again. Perhaps the ball's a little bit overhit. Sion got the shot off, appealing for a corner, but not given by the ref. And Kirkby is trying to calm his side down. Short ball to Isadi. He drives inside. Now Atta. Shot deflected. Milam. Tawfiq. Parry. Wrestling with Atta. Side ball will go Arqam's way. Milam, delicate touch.
Ooh.
The clef hits the deck and the referee blows in his favour. Free kick on the young goalkeeper, a little bit soft perhaps, but it was just enough of a push there from Milam to warrant the free kick. Kamenichi to parry. Kamenichi again. Through ball looking for Sion. Kirkby shoots it out.
11 coming back on now for Milham. Looking for a lot more fast aggression, bringing him on. As Jaja gets the ball in. Goes to Kirkby. Oh, Atta. Oh! And goes for, is he Yusuf Bahrain from Longobardo, who did that famous like backward scissor kick that time. It was like one of the goals of the week.
An audacious effort from Samiata. Didn't come off that time around, but good to see the acrobatic flair he can bring.
Yep.
As it trickles over the touchline with
That's why they
10 minutes to go.
That's why they give him the captain's armband, I suppose.
100%
Still got
Samiata
it.
playing through heavy injuries the past few seasons, but back before he did his knee a couple of years ago, he was one hell of a player, that's for sure, especially in the outdoor game. Used to play in the NPL for Forest Field, and that ball flicked inside, trying to find Kamenichi. Atta settles, Jaja, Atta under pressure, gives it away only as far as Parry. Levin tries to get the foot in, Parry still has it though. Kamenichi. Ball out wide, Aknaf, Sion. For Tawfiq. In the centre, Atta. Levin. Atta on his right. Sammy this time. Now it's Amro who tried to help it onto Gonzalez. Sammy Atta, Levin. Amro Atta. Down the line, Gonzalez couldn't hold front position. Furia on the break. Big tackle from Amro Atta. Bursting on the other end, sneaks up the other clef.
Pure class. Amro took that all the way and it's having to be forklifted up. My God.
Another lead change. Arqam take the advantage for the first time this second half. Who would have seen this coming?
That was
At 5-2. 5 goals from Arqam coming in quick succession, and 3 of them have been off Amro Atta's boot, who looks to be battling an injury perhaps.
He's got a cramp actually.
Cramp.
It kind of looks like
Goes
it.
to show how hard he's been working
Yeah.
to get Arqam back in style.
He's pulling his toes back. I think he's got a cramp. Yeah. I hope it's not a hamstring injury or something. It's the last thing he'd need. Well, he's back on his feet all right. Yeah. No. Walking a bit funny, unfortunately, as he comes on. God, nice. And we reset here as Sion doesn't get the ball. Looks like we're about to have a timeout here. Leben finds Gonzalez. He goes Gonzalez across. Atta. Parry deflects, or should I say parries it. That's a timeout called by Arqam. We are going to be back in 1 minute with more Supa-Liga Futsal WA action. Stay tuned. And we are back. Here we go. 7-6. Very high scoring affair. We've still got 8 minutes left. Can you believe it? Have no idea who could possibly win this game. It could be either team. They've both been playing their hearts out. Arqam have really turned it around in this second half, though. And it looks like it'll be the Eagles that bring it in from the side with Leben. Leben goes down to Milhen. Gonzalez. Leben, what a move. Goes to Milhen. They're breaking the defence apart. Clef, the only thing standing between that and a goal. Parry. Whoa! Milhen. Gonzalez passes it to the referee, and we will have it brought in by Parry. 180 with the ball. Parry, here he goes. Caminiti across. Leben intercepts. Here we go. Great move by Parry. Parry all the way. Parry! He's done it! He's done it! What a finish! That's his third goal. 7 apiece. Just brilliant. Parry did not hesitate then. And that is a goal straight past Kirkby. 7-all. And here goes Milhen. They found Atta. They're looking for an answer here already. Leben back to Atta. The chip. Atta, here he goes. Oh, Parry. No, referee's blown his whistle. Caminiti down very hard. Very hard here. I'm not sure who he came off. I was watching the ball. And they're calling in Castro to help him up. This could be serious. He's back. about to figure out what's going on here. It's like somehow it's Arqam's ball. Millen telling Barr, I want you to be able to have a shot at goal. And Gonzalez looking for the $100 if you hit the number 6. Not that time. Parry to bring the ball in. Iclef. Oh, Barr, what a move. Parry out of bounds. They go. Here goes Abdul. Somehow gets through the defenders. Oh, what a finish! It's all Parry all the time here. That's just brilliant. He is just steamrolling through defenses today. Easily almost the shortest player on the court as well, and just bang every time. Brilliant finish there by Furia. 11 gets back to Barr. Here we go. Asadi around Sion. Great pick up there by Abdul. Asadi gets the ball back. Asadi! Oh! And Barr will be devastated that he did not turn that ball, because Iclef had no chance of stopping that. He's down as well. So 7 minutes to go roughly here, 7-8 in favour of Furia. Will be Iclef's ball. And Sion, oh, that time Kirkby ready for that. Here goes Barr. Barr with the ball. Good interception there by Abdul. 11 with the ball. Oh, and the cross. Caminiti. Ball taken from the side. Furia go to Caminiti. Adder wanted to get it. Asadi, oh. Okay, Barr with the ball. Gonzalez goes to Barr. Oh, had a good pick up. Here goes Barr. Interception there by Abdul. looks like Arqam getting ready to bring the feed. Goes Bar. What a move! What a finish. Straight through Iklef's legs. That was a good finish there, and it's made it 8-0. And ladies and gentlemen, John Goodlich rejoining us here on commentary for the last 5 minutes. Well, you have literally missed fireworks, John. There have been goals left and right since and all of them have involved Brendan Parry pretty much. He's just been berserk down the end. So, 8-8 with 5 minutes to go. What would your strategy be to really try and break this deadlock?
Look, if I were Arqam Eagles, I'd be trying to get the pivot nice and high. The flankers moving the ball around and trying to find gaps in the Furia defense to try and hit the pivot, perhaps slow the game down a little bit, make it more controlled. I think for Furia, the key for them is just going to be defending hard, putting in that effort and trying to hit on the counter-attack, and that's exactly what they're doing now. Sayon hit the deck, and the referee has given the free kick Furia's way. So many lead changes. This game has gone back and forth to the nth degree, and still very much anyone's to take. Kamenichi are standing over the set piece. Malako having a chat with Nicolas Gonzalez on the Arqam Eagles bench.
And if this was I do announcing for NBL 1, and if this was the announcing gig, I'd be like getting everyone to give the round of applause to the player and coach who's had to come out and wipe the floor. It's always good to see people volunteer doing that. Because I imagine, John, you've probably played a lot as well. A slippery court is like probably the most dangerous thing you could encounter on a futsal court, that's for sure.
It is frustrating. It's been a little bit slippery here at Ballajura this evening. Furia get the ball back into play. Harry under pressure here from Bar. Finds the ball out to Sayon. Kamenichi losing out. Milhem has it. Twists and turns, and he gets around the defense, tries to cut it back to Bar. And Furia clear their lines. Kirkby short to Atta. Tries to play it into the channel where Milhem was waiting, but couldn't connect with the pass. What a finale we've got in store, Michael. Angel, can't remember the last time I've seen a game this high scoring, yet still so close. And Atta tries to find Bar's feet, but can't. Furia will get us back underway through Ryan Clef. He plays it short to Kamenichi.
I think for Arqam, and you mentioning earlier, if they finish 6 and they have to play Cumbre, I mean, Cumbre, if you compare them to Furia, Cumbre have exactly the same speed as Furia, but everyone's a foot taller, more stronger, and have actual structure. I mean, for the coach of Arqam, you know, I'd be worrying very strongly about how to break that structure and stop that speed, because if you're having trouble doing it against a team like Furia, you're probably really going to have trouble against the top team who play in a very similar, aggressive, fast-paced way. You know, you pick up someone like Justin Tang, he'd be running through these defences all the time.
You're absolutely right there, Cumbre. Almost impossible to neutralise when they're at their best, and you know, almost ended up in the goal. Atta clears the Arqam defensive line, but if Arqam get Cumbre in the first round of finals, it's not going to be an easy one for them to come out the victors of. The likes of Garner, Tang, Charlie Gardner as well, some of the best players in the league. And Cumbre are the hot favourites to take out the Supa-Liga title. Yet again this summer season, it would be for the 3rd time running if they do. Inter probably the best chance to challenge them. Amro Atta shoots from distance. It takes the deflection and up and over the crossbar it goes. Amarawata for Milhem. Loses control of the ball, Ali Milhem. Rare errant touch from him. Asadi to Bar.
Oh,
Couldn't manage to get the shot off. Tafiq trying to break. Milhem keeps it in play. Atta. Asadi. Drops the shoulder, loses out to Sion. Parry. Tries to take it beyond Asadi down the line. Atta. Little ding. Tafiq hits the deck. Bar has Asadi outside him and finds him. Asadi deciding to reset play. Has it again now. Inside. Milhem. And now Bar. Asadi!
Oh! What a great finish. And they did exactly what you said, which is slow the play down, bring it on to their terms, and they get a goal as a result. It's just, yeah. Obviously, John Goodlich with a lot of experience, and it's just played out exactly as he said it was going to. And now they're up by 1 goal.
And we're going to see the flat goalkeeper come out from Furia, something that worked a treat for them last week against Longobardo to help them get back into the game after being 5-1 down. Marchotta playing as the goalkeeper. Castro on his team of the week last week. Chris Castro got a brilliant assist. And as the old saying goes, sometimes if you want a job done right, you've got to do it yourself. And that's what Castro is implementing here. Here he is again. Parry.
He'd be about the only player coach in the league, wouldn't he?
Nesta Fonseca for Cumbre. And pretty much Chris Castro for Furia. No one else really. Marchotta. Castro looking for the skip ball. Finds Parry with space on the left wing. Switches it across. Sion. Marchotta scuffed the effort. Kirkby, long throw, trying to find Milhem. Reiner Clef makes a change with Marchotta. Castro, so too. Castro, given away. Cha-cha, can't finish. A rare errant pass from Chris Castro as the Arqam Eagles look to step the defensive lineup very high. Marchotta strung for options. Sayong, the goal is open. Amroata tries to win it up high. Castro, Tafiq, down the line. Sayon, still going. Marchotta retains the ball. Marchotta, Sayon, trapped in the corner, gets it back out to Marchotta. Now here's Tafiq. Marchotta again. Tafiq, Marchotta, they've got to try and work a shot somehow. Castro, Tafiq, down the line. Marchotta, inbound. Sayon, Marchotta. Parry out the other way. Sayon keeps it alive, goes open. Can Cha-Cha find it? Castro on the line.
That's a good move there by Castro. Effectively stopped another goal with just 1 minute 20 to go. And Arqam up by 1. That was good defense by Arqam. They stopped any very light speed runs happening there by Furia. They've really tried to slow this game down as much as possible. And they've got a corner kick now. One might argue that if they get a goal here, it's over with 1 minute roughly left. Parry out of, nope.
Parry, and out of play is the call. The Clef scrambles back in net.
I didn't look, I'm sorry, and that's on us. Right.
Keith G going into the referee's notebook. Thought it was going to be Castro for a moment. Good to see that no red card had to be given. Harry, awesome back heel. Caminiti has the on-runner stay on, couldn't find him. Harry keeping it alive. Arqam have got to set up to defend Furia's fly goalkeeper, Marchotta.
45 seconds left. It's pretty much now or never for Furia, and they're still not getting the free runs that they want here. The defence has locked them down. Furia would be playing for speed. I don't know that that's Taufik, unless they had a crack at goal now. No.
Could have been the chance there for Sion. Not long left now for Furia.
19 seconds.
Arqam just have to see it out and hold on. Game that wouldn't have gone as well as I would have liked, but if they can get 3 points, they're not going to really mind too much. Eclef's going to get the ball moving forward and quickly. Atta, Taufik keeps it alive. Could this be the moment? Sion! Sion! Shot blocked! Barry! Big save from Kirkby on the buzzer. And Arqam
That's it.
are going to get a 9-8 victory here.
That is a
Furia had
massive...
their moments. It was a massive save from Kirkby at the end to keep the 3 points intact, and that'll round all the action out for this weekend. Round 20 done. Arqam keep their top 6 hopes alive, and what a game that was, Michael.
Yeah, it was excellent. And a great finish there by Arqam. They locked up at defence. They slowed any runs down from Furia, and they came away from the victory. One goal is still 3 points, as you said, so it was a wonderful finish. Thank you very much for joining us here. Thanks for commentating with us, John, and we will see you for round 21.